To do something different, so they started seeing a chiropractor and her body healed itself without the needs for drugs or surgery. Dr. Nareeta is passionate about supporting children and families to their full potential in a natural, healthy way. Her family-oriented practice has been serving men, women, and children in Port Coquitlam and throughout the Lower Mainland for over 9 years. Dr. Nareeta is married to the man of her dreams and mom to 8-year-old twins, and supports her own family every day by living her practice of healthful mind and body philosophies. Please welcome Dr. Stephenson, Healing from the Inside Out.
So picture yourself. You're not quite born yet, and where you are is warm, safe, and protected. You can feel the snugness and comfort wrapping around you like thick blankets on a rainy day. You hear the soft, muffled voices of those around you, and there is only the present moment, and that crystal clear note resounding in your world is the sound and direction of your inner voice. You see, I believe we're actually programmed from conception, that when the time is right, you will gently be guided towards the light. The voice says it's almost time, and that message travels all over your body via the nervous system and is communicated with every cell like light along a fiber optic cable. But then suddenly things change. The softness and the warmth disappear, and you feel wrenched out of your snugness. You feel the tugging and the pulling, and your inner voice gets softer as the noise and rush of the outside world is rapidly thrust upon you. There are bright, glaring lights and loud voices, people in masks and machines, and they say, "Welcome to this world. You just experienced normal childbirth." Good evening. My name is Dr. Nareeta Stephenson, and I have the honor and privilege of being able to hold a newborn baby, to touch a child and support a family, changing and improving their lives forever. You see, I consider myself a guardian and a facilitator of healing, and the main tool that I choose to use is chiropractic. You see, the nervous system controls everything. It's the way we receive, interpret, and express life, and without its proper function, we are unable to live up to our potential. We are unable to fully express life. Every feeling and thought, every cell and tissue, every breath and heartbeat are all the result of your nervous system expressing your life. How well we do these things depends on how well your nervous system works. And because your spine houses and protects your central nervous system, how your spine moves intimately influences your health and how you express life. So what gets in the way of us expressing life and our body working at its optimum? The answer is actually very simple. It's stress and trauma. Physical stress, chemical stress, and emotional stress. The physical stress of the postures and positions we hold, the chemical stress of our food, water, air, and environment, and the emotional stress that shows up at the end of that hard day at the base of your neck, your lower back, or wherever else you choose to tuck it. And what happens is the bones of your spine get stuck and out of place, and interference begins, and the messages from your nervous system stop getting through the way that they're supposed to. Now, you can't actually get rid of all that stress. Life would be pretty boring if we didn't have things like roller coasters and coffee and gardening and wine, whatever your stress of choice. And as you can see from my own physical appearance, we're all on our own health journey, a journey with many facets, the foundation of which I believe is a properly functioning nervous system. So back to that newborn baby. The fact is that every birth is a traumatic event for both the mother and the child, no matter where you were or how you came out. And quite often what happens is we interfere with the process. We interfere with things like ultrasounds, forceps, vacuums, C-sections, artificial hormones, and medications. Now, bear with me for a second here and turn your head as far as you can to the right. Turn until you feel, and stop when you feel the warning signal of pain. So if you were lucky, come back to me at the center here now. You were able, otherwise you'll have a crick by the end. You were able to get to about 120 degrees of rotation. 80 degrees of rotation, and before your body shot a pain signal at you to say, stop, you're about to damage tissue. Now, during an assisted birth, a baby's head actually gets rotated 120 degrees, which puts the chin somewhere over the back of the shoulder. And what happens is the tiny bones of the spine, they get pushed out of place and they get stuck, immediately decreasing that child's ability to express life maximally. And while that child may not feel pain or be able to tell you that their neck hurts because of the way they came out, it will show up eventually in their function. For some kids, it shows up like ear infections in the first year of life, or asthma, or it gets expressed as colic, or sometimes it shows up much later, like ADD, ADHD, and learning disabilities. The photos that you've been seeing, these are all people in my practice, even Santa Claus, who was on earlier. There's Ava, who I adjusted at 7 hours old, who then started nursing, and Lexi, who missed Christmas from age 4 to 6 because of the migraines she was having, but now she hasn't had one for about 5 years. And Clara, who can read quietly by herself and concentrate better, whereas before she could hardly sit still. For a long time, one of my dreams has been to go to a third world country and set up my table and adjust people and kids that normally wouldn't have had access to chiropractic. And in May this year, I had the privilege of traveling to Bali, Indonesia, with 19 other people, and 2 of the pictures were taken at the orphanage there. And I'm so blessed to have been able to make their life easier. You see, I'm on a mission to bring true health to the children of the world. My experiences as a child taught me just how profound an adjustment can be, how life-changing, and my journey with my own children and the kids in my clinic has led me into the world of special needs and neurodevelopmental disorders, things like sensory processing disorder, autism, ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, speech delays, vision and visual disturbances, academic and social challenges. These can all be supported, and these children can express life more fully. Chiropractic, along with nutritional considerations and specific neurological developmental exercises, can allow them to achieve proper communication between the brain and body and to turn the lights on, allowing healing to occur. You see, the body is amazing, and healing is truly magical. And when we give it the opportunity, healing happens from the above down, inside out. All we have to do is remove the interference.